As a young lad, Lambert grew up in a home without love. His father drank too much, and whenever he did so, he'd beat his mother and little Lambert. They prayed for the day he might never come home. One day, it seemed like their wish might indeed come true. His father walked himself smack into a nest of monsters while on his way home from his latest drinking binge. Unfortunately, a passing witcher chose to save him that day and enacted the law of surprise. Give me the first thing you see when you return home. That something was Lambert, now destined to become a witcher because his drunk of a father couldn't do the honorable thing and simply die. Unsurprisingly, Lambert would remain bitter about this situation for as long as he lived. Once at Kaer Morhen, his lot didn't exactly improve, outside of just becoming a witcher to begin with. The trials were brutal, not least of all the trial of the medallion. Lambert and the other young witchers were forced to walk the trail to the top of the mountain, where they would empower their new witcher medallion. Except said trail was guarded by a giant called Old Speartip, and not everyone made it past him in one piece. So too, one of Lambert's friends, Voltaire. No, Lambert despised being a witcher. As such, he also took witchering a lot less serious than Geralt ever did. He told wild stories about his exploits, like the time he used Axii on a pair of robbers. He made the guy holding a crossbow shoot his friend, and then he made that same guy hang himself. He also took a contract in Lan Exeter once, concerning a giant who kept attacking convoys. After a short investigation, Lambert realized that it was not, in fact, a giant, but a fat forest troll. Bandits were the real cause of the ambushed convoys. Without asking questions, Lambert slaughtered the bandits and killed the troll for good measure. Otherwise, he'd have no trophy to turn in. When he told this story to Geralt, the White Wolf mentioned that he might have left the troll alive, as it wasn't hurting anyone. But Lambert disagreed. He didn't care a whit about monsters. He killed for money. Not strange, then, that one of his closer friends became a cat witcher called Aidan. Cat witchers were well known for playing fast and loose with the rules. When Aidan was eventually murdered by another witcher, Lambert set out to avenge his death for the sake of their friendship. But Lambert wasn't all bluster and snide remarks. Besides, a bit of attitude is to be expected from the youngest lad in a gang of witcher friends. Both Geralt and Eskel were older than Lambert, but they treated him like a brother all the same. And as their younger brother, it is customary to embarrass the older siblings as often as possible.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting, or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
Lambert, listen, you got a problem with me?
Me? What? Why would you say that?
Well, just seems that way. You know, you're a little like my little brother. Dumb and annoying, but a brother.
Geralt, damn it, you're gonna make me cry. Come here! Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Huh? Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir!
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue!
Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
As such, Lambert insisted on calling Triss Marigold instead of her first name whenever he could get away with it, even though she'd asked him not to. When Ciri came to Kaer Morhen, Lambert was also adamant that she be treated like a regular kid, getting very regular witcher training at Kaer Morhen. He was a very harsh teacher and didn't care in the least that Ciri's outfit didn't actually fit her at all, likely causing more injuries than you might have guessed. He called the girl a sissy and a wimp because she was afraid of some of the Witcher training devices they put her through. He didn't even believe that Ciri was a princess until she came downstairs in one of Triss's adjusted dresses, although even then, it didn't stop him from mocking her like he mocked absolutely everybody else around him. Lambert also didn't believe Ciri was anything special. It seems he didn't believe a whole lot of things about Ciri in general, noting that they had child surprises all the time, and they weren't world-changing. She also couldn't cast any signs, spells that one could barely call spells, that didn't even require magic. Of course, Triss had to reprimand him, noting that Ciri wouldn't be able to do that because she's a source, and sources are volatile magic, uncontrollable. Not to mention that Lambert was conveniently leaving out the fact that Ciri had been prophesizing. After some reprimanding from Triss, however, Lambert started to be a little kinder to Ciri during training. Faster, Ciri! Lunge! Attack! Dodge! Half pirouette! Thrust! Dodge! Balance! Balance with your left arm or you'll fall from the comb and you'll hurt your womanly attributes. What? Nothing! Aren't you tired? We'll take a break if you like. No, Lambert, I can go on. I'm not that weak, you know. Shall I try jumping over every other post? Don't you dare! You might fall and then Marigold will tear my head off. I won't fall. I've told you once and I'm not going to say it again. Don't show off. Steady on your legs. And breathe. Ciri, breathe. You're panting like a dying mammoth. But otherwise, Lambert was a perfectly regular Witcher. He was an absolutely terrible cook who couldn't really cook anything other than noodles, and he couldn't even cook those properly. He despised politics and mages, fished using bombs, and thought Kaer Morhen should just piss off. All very standard Witcher stuff. During The Witcher 1, he sets off to find the stolen Witcher secrets, just like everybody else, of course. And we don't see him at all in The Witcher 2. But in the final game, he has plenty to do. Obviously, he helps Geralt fight the Wild Hunt to defend Ciri, but if Kira is around at the time, he also starts a relationship with her, which is odd, given his hatred for mages. And once the battle for Kaer Morhen is over, little Lambert goes off on adventures together with Kira. He finally found his very own sorceress.
I'm sure you're not surprised, but we're not doing skits at the end cards today either. I am so sorry. My Patreons are getting titles today. I hope you appreciate those too. Walguy the Illustrious, Robertson the Enlightened, Lochmoine the Fierce, MJ Coolsta the Impressive, Septic the Cattist, Mike Zweers the Unrelenting, Adrian Packle the Impeccable, Ray the Fortuitous, Freeman the Wise,